Hey, how's it going, everyone? I'm Alexio, the CEO and founder of the Transformation Factory. And to kick off our Sea Moss Transformation cooking series, we're going to start off with the very first recipe that I started before I started my company. It is the Sea Moss Latte. So, fun fact, my grandmother loves coffee. In the height of the pandemic, I wanted her to have something that would give her all the nutrients that she needed to help her body stay very healthy during these crazy times. So I figured out if I put a tablespoon or two in her coffee, she wouldn't even know it was there. She'd get all the nutrients she wanted, and she'd still get to have her cup of joe every single morning. So what I found out was the Sea Moss gel made the latte much creamier, much richer, much frothier. So my grandmother thought it was whipped cream, she thought it was Starbucks, she thought it was everything but Sea Moss. And today she asked for it in every single cup because of how creamy it is. So we're gonna get right into it. First thing we're going to do is make our base. We're gonna make a coconut milk from scratch so that we can turn it into our creamy, hot, steamy milk. So I have some coconut flakes already here. We're going to put those in our blender. All right, there we go. Next step is you're going to add just enough water to get the blender going. You don't want it to be too watery because the whole point is to have a very thick cream that we can turn in to our latte. And let's set our blender. All right, so now that our coconut milk is all blended, we have one more step before we put this into our coffee. This is really rich and thick, but it also has a lot of those pieces of coconut in there. So what we're going to do is we're going to strain that out so that we have a nice smooth coffee. So what you want to do is take a cheesecloth. If you don't have a cheesecloth, you can use a very thin towel. All right, so we're going to line our bowl. All right. Next, we're going to pour our milk into the cloth. Look how rich and thick that is. All right. All right, next, we're just going to squeeze all of the milk, leaving the pulp behind. This is the fun part. If you want to get your kids involved, this is a great point. The kids love this part. Getting their hands dirty. Make sure you have clean hands. That way you have great milk at the end. Just going to squeeze that out. Get as much juice out as you can. And this is really good for if you want to make rice. You can put this in your coffee. You can do so much. You can make cereal with this. Put it in your pancake batter. Just that fresh coconut milk adds so much flavor. So now we have our coconut milk. We're going to steam this for our latte. Okay, now that our coconut milk is ready, we're just going to put that on the side, and we're going to grind our coffee beans to make our espresso. So the coffee of choice today is from Resident. This came from Gainesville, Florida, and we're going to get ready to grind our coffee. Let's go. All right, now that our coffee is nice and ground, we're going to pack it before we put it into the espresso. Shake off the excess. And then let's lock this in. Take our glass, and we're gonna do a double shot. All right, next we're going to heat up our milk, but first we're going to add the secret ingredient. So this is our sea moss gel. It has all of the essential minerals that the human body needs, and we're going to add a nice hefty spoon into our coconut milk. Just give that a stir. The great thing about sea moss gel is that it dissolves very, very well into most liquids, especially things that are warm. So this is just going to completely liquefy in our milk. And also sea moss makes the milk very thick, very frothy, very rich. So you're gonna find that your lattes are much, much thicker and that you have a lot more froth. So if you're a fan of the froth in the latte, you're really gonna love what sea moss does for that process. All right, so now that our sea moss is mixed in, we're going to steam it. All right, now that we have our milk nice and frothed, we're going to pour it into our double espresso. Here we go. There you have it. We have our latte. Let's get this on a coaster. And I like to top mine off with a little bit of whipped cream. All right. Add a little bit of cinnamon. Dust it off with a little bit of nutmeg. All right, and there you have it. 92 minerals in your everyday cup of joe. Start your morning off right with all of the essential minerals that the human body needs to get you through your day. From my kitchen to yours, please share with us your favorite sea moss recipes that you use at home with you and your loved ones. Until next time.